In this episode, we explore the magnificent Kerala Backwaters, which are a chain of lagoons and lakes lying parallel to the Malabar coast in southern India. The backwaters are fed by over 30 rivers, with lakes connected by natural and man-made canals. Our plan was to jump on the Kerala Government Tourist Ferry, but first we had to find our way to the ferry.
The plan.
Is there a plan?
The plan. 3Ks on foot to get to the Varkala railway station. A train from Varkala to Kollam. A boat from Kollam to Alleppey. Bus from Alleppey to Kochi. And I reckon there's going to be a tuk-tuk in there somewhere. 5 transport day.
The backwaters of Kerala are famous, so our main plan today is to get the 8-hour ferry from Kollam to Alleppey, which goes through all of the Kerala backwaters and is meant to be beautiful.
It's going to be an exciting day. Hard work though, but we're ready.
It's all a bit of a mystery. We're not quite sure where we're going to end up. We have no accommodation booked, so we're sort of winging it today. We have tickets and we splashed out and got the seated class, which is 30 rupees to get us from Varkala to Kollam, where hopefully we'll be there in time to get the ferry.
We made it! We're on the train! Made it to Kollam Junction, our first big stop of the day.
The train was super easy. It only took, half an hour, and it didn't even stop. So it was an express right through to Kollam, which is awesome. Now we just have to find the ferry terminal and maybe some breakfast.
Definitely some breakfast. I just saw an elephant on the back of a truck.
Now we're talking like a fully grown live elephant. It's quite strange.
Transport method number 3 for the day, right behind me, the ferry.
Our 8-hour ferry ride adventure begins.
Our Kollam to Alleppey Tourist Ferry has stopped for lunch. The ferry ride is really cool. We're stoked we did it. I mean, I've almost fallen asleep a couple of times. It's so relaxing, but there's still heaps of stuff to see. Everybody back on the boat.
We're just stopping for a quick 10-minute afternoon tea break. Got about 3 hours to go. So far, this is a great way to see the Kerala backwaters. Sorry about the noise. Got a banana fritter for afternoon tea. Very tasty. The birds really seem to like this boat. It's really cool, very peaceful, a great way to travel. Although it is 8 hours, and that seems like a long time in a ferry.
Big day, but tons of fun. Just going past some really beautiful rice field's now enormous. It's quite interesting, the little houses are built right between the canal and the rice fields on raised sort of concrete pads, and otherwise there's just a small track joining them all together. It's really interesting. Sorry? Yeah, Churrikara and
Yes, yeah.
It's there. Sorry, Mother Jenny.
Mother Jenny is another side.
Okay.
Another nest is here. You'll stop here. Nearby today.
We're thinking hiring a houseboat and going around the Kerala Backwaters. Must be a pretty popular holiday over here. We've seen hardly any all day, and in the last 20 minutes I reckon we've seen a couple of hundred of these houseboats easily. We've made it to Alleppey.
Yes, it's a beautiful sunset. The final stages of the boat ride were pretty intense with the number of houseboats there were. But yeah, great day.
It was really good actually. It was the very budget way to see the Kerala Backwaters. The ferry wasn't huge, so you got to go down some canals and things, which was cool. It didn't go into the tiny ones because it was too big. But to be honest, I think we have now seen the Kerala Backwaters and it is beautiful.
Yeah, loads of life out there, heaps going on, lots to see and do. Everyone's waving at you, it's really fun.
And our next mission is to get to the bus stop and find a bus to Cochin. It's a massive transport day, but fingers crossed it all works out. We found the bus station, we asked around, and we think we're now in the right spot.
Transport method number 4, the bus.
Our perfect run for the day has come to an end. We managed to book ourselves into a hotel that won't take any foreigners. You have to be an Indian national to stay there. Bit of a pain, but after a few phone calls we managed to find another place, and the guy at the desk was super helpful, so all is not lost. But now we're pretty tired and pretty hungry. We're getting there. It's been a massive day. We've achieved so much. We're really glad that we managed to do Kerala Backwaters in a relatively budget-friendly way. Where have you been, Alistair?
Second breakfast, of course.
We took it in turns to get breakfast, so one person stayed with stuff on the boat, the other person went to get breakfast. When I came back from my breakfast, I told Alistair it was so good. He got jealous and went and got it as well.
Yeah, so I've now had a delicious bowl of veg curry, 2 parathas and 2 soft dossas, like mini udapams. And then I had an entire masala dosa.
And it was huge. I don't think food's going to be a problem today.
No, good eating day today.